today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, Graham Gano set to kick off Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44.
Prescott from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Now he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Jones.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st down and goal to go.
Now Bell. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 9 yards.
And these two teams all tied after 1. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones going deep downfield for Roll. And this will be caught at the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Jones pass. Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's good. Makes the score Giants 10. Washington.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran out to the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 27-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it with Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, on the screen.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Jones going deep downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 57 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
At the 45.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Prescott.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Down, New York.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Prescott's pass complete to Evan Ingram.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4.
Prescott.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
14.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go, D. Undercrush. Check three. 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That ball complete to Isabella. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This is Carson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Sanders. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. 48 for Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Murray. And one more time, here's Kirk. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Watch the twist.
Hurts. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
It's fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over first and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
50-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another run here with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Carson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Carson, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's got room. The 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards on the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Carson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might roll out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Arizona.
They run again with Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Murray's pass.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now Murray's got to have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. Now, let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to FedEx Field, just outside of our nation's capital. We're in the third quarter, and it's the Giants who are in possession of the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Barkley on the carry.
Tackle made by Chase Young. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Prescott sacked.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Bell. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A screen to Bell.
Jones.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Back at the 35.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Dancing away at the 30. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires.
Good. Makes the score Giants 20.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
4-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yards.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
26-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Now the toss to Bell running right. Shifts by him. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Out to the right here to Shepard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
To Sterling Shepard.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Prescott.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Dexter Lawrence. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big run that time by Bell. 47 yards. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Xavier McKinney.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll run it with Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run it in with Bell.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Washington,
they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week.